Hello, welcome to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. I just thought I'd make a little video on the thoughts that go through my head and probably quite a few other people in my situation, i.e. A ganger, boss, and the sort of things you think about before you start a new job. Even each night, this is the sort of things that are going through your head, but this tends to be a bit more intense when you're starting a new job. You know, the gang size you've got, how you're going to go about it, because the gang sizes you've got can really dictate on how you go about building stuff. I find. You know, I've done it so many different ways. I've had gangs of 6 where we've all loaded out and we've had one hod carrier just dishing out muck, or 2 hod carriers dishing out muck, but we all load it out together. Or I've had it as well where we've had 6 people where we've had 1 person loading out in front and 2 looking after 3 of us. That works really well when you just want to be laying all the time, which is what you should be doing because that's what makes the money. But, you know, depending on the gang size and how you go about things, if you're getting a good flow, anything can work, whatever way you go about it. But in my personal experience, when I've had around 6 sort of people, 1 loading out in front and 2 looking after 3 of us works very well, because I don't care what anyone says, to keep the place spotless and to keep your three of you laying at all times and not have to do any other job but lay. You know, if you want 1 person loading out in front at all times, that is their job. They're gone doing that. Then if you've got someone looking after you with muck all day, there's that 1 extra person that can either be jointing up the walls behind you, jointing up, tidying up, or if there's a little job that needs cleaning up somewhere, you can send them off and you've still got that 1 person looking after and you've still got that 1 person loading out in front. And, you know, if one of them gets far enough in front, they can drop back and there's jobs that they can help to do. But anyway, a little bit off subject there. I wanted to talk about the sort of things I actually think about when I'm about to go to a new job. I've printed off all my drawings that I need for tomorrow. The floor plans, elevations, schedules, window schedules, lintel schedules. Don't need the lintel schedules. That's not till first, second lift. But, you know, your elevations, your sections, I've got them all printed off. I've been going through them, going over what we're doing, getting a plan of where we're going to start, how we're going to go about it, where the doors are, what sort of, you know, is there a drop in the splash course? Splash course is like the up to DPC. Sometimes you have a couple of courses down to put the doors in because you have seals. So you want to know all this sort of thing before you get there. You don't want to be turning up with 6 of you and then, because I don't want to work off of A4 drawings. No way. But I've printed them off anyway and laminated them because it's good to it's good to go through them. I wish I should have an A3 printer really, but I never really bother because usually 9 times 10 you get given an A3 set anyway. But I always print off a set of drawings and I always spend an hour or 2 the night before of a new job going through the drawings, because it's not a job that you want to spend if you have people to pay and you have people that you need to get going with work, you don't want to be trying to figure out drawings while trying to point people in direction of what to do, and how you want them to do it while you're trying to figure this out, because you will get very stressed and you will start rushing and you will make more mistakes. I'm not saying I'm not going to make any mistakes, because I might do, but it tends to be a lot less if you're well prepared the day before And this does apply for pretty much every day when you've got a gang and you're a ganger and you're looking after people. If you haven't got a foreman and you are the foreman, you do need to be clued up about what's going on the night before. And this can be also why people get pissed off when people don't turn up. You know, you'll have a plan in your head for 6 years and only 4 you turn up. And then next thing you know, you're chopping and changing people, trying to figure out, you know what I mean? And this is why I get people that go on day work because, you know, they get their £220 a day and they just turn up, get pointed what to do and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, they're guaranteed the payment. Whereas with a boss, it can be very stressful and you can make a lot of mistakes and you can end up earning less. So the only way I've found through the years that I've started to earn more is if I'm well prepared and I think about things the day before. I don't do it as much anymore. I used to do it a lot more. In my earlier price days, I used to rack my brains for hours. I couldn't sleep. Once that brain started going, that was it. I was like, ping. Even though my eyes were closed and I was laying in dark, I would be sat there for hours. And I've got a little beeper on my watch as well. It'll be beep, beep. That's another hour gone. Beep, beep. That's another hour gone. And before I know it, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I wake up and I feel like fucking shit. So there's a lot of people think, I want to be a boss and have people and work and make loads of money from running in. It's not as simple as that, I think. There is a lot more stress that goes with it, and sometimes the stress ain't worth it. But I love it. Personally, I love it. So, you know, this is why you need a good group of people around you at work as well, because you don't need shit when you've got enough shit going on trying to sort shit out. But also, what was I going to say? Let's have a look at these drawings, shall we? So this is the drawing of the ground floor. Site entrance is over here, I'm pretty sure. I've only been there once, but I'm pretty sure block 3 and the site entrance is over here. So we'll probably, I think the materials will be over here somewhere. I'm not sure. I'm not actually 100% sure, so we'll see. But I'll always work furthest away, so I'll probably work around here to start. Profiles there, and there. So we're looking at this as in a square. Going about a drawing and building something, you need to sort of take it off in squares. So you'd square this. You'd have. I wouldn't personally put a profile here or here. I'd pull a line from here right through to here, right through, and then I'd tail off. I might have a profile here. I don't think I will. I might just tail it off and level it round with me 6 foot. But I would have another profile here, another profile here, probably another profile here, another profile here. And again, you just put a line from here through to here, tail it out, and then you put a line through the front with the profiles. Put a line through the back with the profiles. And then once you've done all your splash, you've then, once you get the splash to the height of the finished floor level, you'd hook the lines over the outside skin work, set your cavity out, and run in your lines and whatnot. And then set your internal walls out. And then once everything's set out, everyone knows where the walls are. So, you know, any loading out, it's pretty simple then because you know where all the walls are. I don't like to just load out shit tons of blocks straight away because if you ain't got any internal walls set out, you don't want to be trying to guess where the walls are. But yeah, this is the floor plan, ground floor plan. On the back, you've got the first floor. Here you've got your sections for your heights, for your floors to sit on, your slabs to sit on. These are slabs. You've got your elevations. And you've got your types of windows, types of doors, and then you've got the internal, external doors, and the windows and stuff like that. This is what I printed off just to get me going on this plot. So that's sort of the sort of thing you're thinking about. You know, it's nice to know where your doors are, what heights your doors go in, and when you're doing your splash around the outside, because the splash will be the day's work pretty much, probably a little bit into the next day as well. So as long as you sort of have your head round what's going on with the work you're doing that day, you know, you don't want to be thinking about fucking what height the floors are going on if you're only doing the splash. You know what I mean? You only want to be thinking about what you're doing over the next couple of days, because you don't need to be trying to process the whole fucking job in one day when you've only got, you know what I mean. But the other thing I'll do is I'll have like a little plan in my head of who's doing what and how we're going about. So for instance, in the morning we'll turn up, probably get inducted, and I'll send Amy and Tom to go and get the profiles, to get the bits and bobs that they need for the profiles, put them all in the corners. I'll probably get Tom to do that, and then I'll get Amy to get the laser level out, get the laser level set up. Then I'll give my dad instruction. While they're doing that, I'll give him instruction of how I want it loaded, and he'll just plod along doing that in front. While George, I'll just tell him to go and shoot off and get the mix on. And then Tyler, the new lad, will just sort of be hanging around near us and just dishing out muck. So I sort of know the plan that's going on. Sometimes you have to think off your feet and change your mind. CCMC, you know what I mean, Thomas? CMCC or whatever it is. He takes a piss out of me because I'm changing my mind all the time. But it's not that I'm changing my mind. It's just that I get to a certain point. I've had an idea in my head of how I want to go about it. But at the last minute, I've decided that it would probably be best off doing it this certain way, because we've only got, you know, sometimes you just need to change the plan because it just works out better, and you know it because of the years of experience you've got. Yeah, this sort of things you go through your head the day before. You got to be careful you don't think too much about it, because, you know, you're only on this planet once and you don't want to be stressing yourself out about work. But it is nice to understand how to pre-plan the day before, because it goes a long way if you're there to make some money. And yeah, I just thought I'd make a little video on that, and something a little bit different. But if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and we'll have a look at the new job tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a nice night. See you soon.